What is this round metal object that can be opened? I thrifted it and bought it just because I really liked the look of it. It is heavy, maybe bronze. It is a sphere which can be opened. And if opened, there is another sphere with a tiny hole. I tried Google Lens, which brought me to similar objects, but I did not find anything about its former use. Any ideas? It's a Victorian betel nut lime container. Betel nut is taken in many areas of the world as a narcotic, a substance that relieves pain and alters mood and behavior. It is often mixed with ingredients such as slaked lime to produce feelings of mild euphoria. Too much can have a sedative effect. This was a popular habit throughout much of Asia, as well as parts of the Middle East, and remains so today in many places. Betel nut chewers are recognizable by the distinctive red staining on their teeth, mouth, and gums. What is this hanging glass thingy found in my yard? I found this amongst some rocks underneath a tree in my yard in southwest Missouri. It has a metal hoop for hanging, and the bottom is beveled with a hole in the center. It's made of thick glass, and there are no noticeable markings or words of any kind. Any ideas? It's a 1930s wasp trap. The wasp is enticed by any sweet liquid to fly up into the jar through the hole in the base. They get trapped in there because for some reason they can't fly down and they drown. When full, you simply pull out the top stopper and empty the trap. What is this small valve that opens and closes when you move the tiny lever found on the kitchen wall of my 1900s apartment? Probably about 2 to 3 inches across and 3 inches in length out from the wall, but bells out at the opening. Nothing notable on the other side of the wall, which is a small furnace storage closet. I thought it might be something related to an old telephone, but I couldn't find evidence of there ever being telephones built into the actual wall of a home. The landlord claims this place was built around 1900, and it's in Chicago. This has been driving me crazy since I moved in a year ago. Thanks in advance. It's a Victorian speaking tube, an old intercom system that was just pipes leading to the doorway that you could talk through. The flaps act like signals. They whistle like a tea kettle if someone on the other side opens theirs and blows into the pipe. What is this tool? One side reads tighten, the other loosen, and it measures approximately 4 inches by 1 inch. I found this in a box of assorted tools for sale, and the seller didn't know the name or what it was used for. I was using Google Lens. I found an eBay listing for the same tool, but no explanation of what it is. Any ideas as to what this might be? It's an ear ease customizer, used for crimping the backs of clip-on earrings. The patent number dates to August 9th, 1960. The instruction says, grasp the earring clasp and lift. Select the desired side of the customizer. Insert the clasp between the jaws of the customizer. Apply slight pressure and enjoy the comfort. What is this black tubular tool with a silver metal tip? The handle seems to be hollow, around 8 inches long, found during a shop clean-out with other tools. I thought this might be a flocking device, but there does not appear to be a plunger of any kind. I'm not sure what to make of it, found amongst mainly in woodworking and some metalworking tools. Any ideas? It's a grease gun missing a cap. The patent was titled Improvements Relating to Hand-Operated Grease Guns, patented on April 4th, 1927, by Hans Kreidel of Wiesbaden, Germany. It's a common workshop and garage tool used for lubrication. The purpose is to apply lubricant through an aperture to a specific point, usually from a grease cartridge to a grease fitting or nipple. I went up in the loft for the first time since purchasing a new home and found these. It's some sort of board with electrical components attached. The backboard is wooden and everything else attached is metal. I thought originally they were car parts but seem more like electrical components. I tried searching a few words and codes from the metal text plates, but not really any precise results. I'm not really sure what the use of this would be, or if potentially it's worth holding on to instead of just disposing of. I appreciate any help. It's an advertising board for Henley wiring systems by the W.T. Henley's Telegraph Works Company in London. In 1911, the famous Henley wiring system came on the market. It comprised flat twin cables with a lead alloy sheath. Special junction boxes, if properly fixed, automatically affect good electrical continuity. The insulation was rubber, and it became very popular. Indeed, it proved so easy to install that a lot of unqualified people appeared on the contracting scene as electricians. When it received the approval of the IEE rules, it became an established wiring system and is still in use today. What is this board with brass beams and a divided circle pattern? We've had this thing in the family for years, and I remember it came from a yard sale. It's made of hardwood with brass on top and brass crossbeams. The beams slot into the board and can swing out 180 degrees, and they are probably steel. The circle is divided into 8 pieces, and some of these seem to have symbols etched into them, though not English and probably not numbers. It looks handmade, but well constructed. Any ideas or leads are welcome. It's a Victorian mahogany shove halfpenny board, a skilled-based game that emerged in England in the 19th century. The players literally will shove or push halfpenny coins down the board, with the goal being to have them stop within one of the scoring areas. You might also hear the game referred to as shove groat, because a groat is another type of coin from the era. Shove halfpenny is an evolution of an older game called shoveboard or shovelboard. This older version was played in the Tudor era between the 15th and 17th centuries, and was very popular with the English upper classes. What is this piece of metal that was found under a bush in the mountains where a lake had dried up? Roughly 8.5 inches long with the words inscribed saying, "Sargent and Company number 25, I believe." The grooves in the item feel like it's some type of file. Any guidance would be greatly appreciated. It's a piece of a 19th century barn door roller. Sargent and Company was a hardware, lock and tool manufacturing company founded in 1810 in New York, but later moved to Connecticut. I found some of these that were recently removed from an old building dated 1879. What is this old heavy large metal-handled anchor with retractable prongs? The handle has a trigger that releases the prongs. It's about 36 inches long with an ornate handle and writing that I can't make out due to corrosion. It was found in a garden shed after a house purchase. Any ideas? Please tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.